Hey there, Helldivers. Today we're diving deep into the latest update for Helldivers 2, and let me tell you, it's a game changer. We're talking about all the tweaks and twists that have been cooked up to keep us on our toes and our triggers hot. So grab your gear and let's jump right in. First up, let's talk about the Dominator. Now before the update, this bad boy was already packing a punch, but now they've cranked up the damage from 200 to a whopping 300, and let me tell you, it's like going from a pop gun to a bolter. Not only that, but they've also buffed the stagger power, so now when you hit those baddies, they're gonna feel it. So, I took the updated Dominator out for a spin. Was I impressed? The increased damage meant I was mowing down enemies left and right, and the improved stagger made it feel like I was holding the line all by myself. Takeaway: the Dominator is now a force to be reckoned with, making you feel like a true space marine. Now, if you're like me, you've probably relied on the Dominator's firepower to get you through some tough missions. That means enemies won't know what hit them when you unleash the might of this beast. And if that wasn't enough, the Dominator's stagger capabilities have also been given a boost. So not only will you be dealing more damage, but you'll also be able to keep those pesky bugs at bay with ease. Now, when I first got my hands on the updated Dominator, I have to admit, I was a little skeptical. I mean, how much of a difference could a few extra points of damage really make? I was blown away by the results. Enemies that used to take multiple shots to bring down were now falling with just a single burst from the Dominator. But for the Chargers, it approximately takes at least half of the magazine, or let's say one magazine to burst up their backs. And the increased stagger, it was like having an extra layer of defense against the onslaught of medium enemy attacks. It's quite hard to use on small enemies because of the slow handling and long sway before getting a clean shot. Needless to say, the Dominator quickly became my go-to weapon for those intense firefights with the medium enemies where every second counts. But wait, what about the Slugger? Well, hold on to your helmets because this one's had a bit of a makeover too. They've toned down the stagger a bit, which might sound like a bummer, but don't fret. They've also tweaked the damage from 280 to 250 and dialed back the demolition force, and they fixed some wonky stuff in the menu. So, I took the updated Slugger out for a test drive, and let me tell you, it's still a trusty sidekick. The damage might not be as high as before, but it's still packing a punch, and the fixed armor penetration I always knew what I was working with. Takeaway: the Slugger might be a bit lighter now, but it's still got plenty of bite. Now, I know what you're thinking. Reduced stagger, reduced damage, reduced demolition force. It sounds like the Slugger might have taken a hit. But fear not, my fellow Helldivers, because you can pair it with stratagems you want to make it more viable in the end. When I first heard about the changes to the Slugger, I have to admit I was a little hesitant to give it a try. After all, why mess with a good thing, right? But as soon as I started using the updated Slugger, I realized that sometimes a little tweak here and there can make all the difference. Sure, the damage might be slightly lower, but the fixed armor penetration tags in the menu meant that I always knew exactly what I was working with. And while the reduced stagger and demolition force took some getting used to, I soon found that the Slugger was still just as reliable as ever, if not more so. Now, when it comes to choosing between the Dominator and the Slugger, It's like picking your favorite flavor of ice cream. Both are delicious in their own way. The Dominator is like that big, bold scoop of chocolate, all rich and intense, while the Slugger is more like a refreshing scoop of vanilla, classic and reliable. My personal opinion? Well, I gotta say, I love them both. It really comes down to personal preference and playstyle. The Dominator packs a punch with its increased damage and stagger capabilities, making it ideal for those intense firefights where every shot counts. The Dominator is perfect for those moments when you just want to unleash hell on your enemies like a space marine. On the other hand, the Slugger may have received some tweaks, but it's still a solid choice for those who value reliability and versatility on the battlefield. So whether you're unleashing the fury of the Dominator or sticking with the steadfastness of the Slugger, why choose when you can have both? So there you have it, folks. Whether you're blasting away with the Dominator or keeping it cool with the Slugger, remember that victory lies not in the weapon you wield, but in the courage and camaraderie of the Helldivers who stand by your side. The most important thing is to have fun. Play it your own way and kick some alien butt. So suit up, grab your guns, and let's show those bugs who's boss. See you in the next one, Helldivers.